with the real Budweiser sign. Budvar. They got a little graffiti here. I think this is funny. Bil sem tady. I was here. Pepe. Pepe was here. Pepe was here, and so was Danny Slant. And splush, splush, splush. Good morning, channel. Yesterday was just a wonderful day off of recovery, just taking it easy here in Brno, Czech Republic. Today is Thursday, July 6th, which is yet another Czech national holiday. It is the holiday of Jan Hus. And Jan Hus was a priest and a theologian and a teacher in Prague. That's Prague, at Charles University. And he adamantly taught that all people should be allowed to read the Bible, and that we shouldn't have to listen to the Catholic Church, we should interpret the Bible. Now, he also was very much against what's known as indulgences. Indulgences are whenever you commit a sin, at the time, you would be allowed to take financial means to pay the church to forgive your sin, which would reduce your time that you were told that you might have to spend in purgatory. And he didn't like this. He kind of saw this as some sort of monetary haggling system, and not anywhere written in the writings of the Bible. So, like often happened in those times, they decided that he was a heretic. And with heretics, you receive death, and not just any death. They burned them at the stake. So today's a day that we remember that he was someone who really helped the Czech people. He encouraged them to be allowed to be able to be taught to read as well. Yesterday's holiday was St. Cyril and Methodius, which is bringing the language to have the Bible translated. So these are two very important Czech holidays. And here is a quote from Jan Hus. Therefore, faithful Christian, seek the truth, hear the truth, learn the truth, love the truth, speak the truth, keep the truth, and defend the truth upon your death. Well, he did defend the truth. He always said the truth is in the Bible and the teachings of the Bible, the teachings of the Old and New Testament, and not in what these practices and the haggling and the monies and the wars, and they killed him. Now, recently, the Catholic Church has went so far as to make an official apology, but they did not reinstate Jan Hus and give him an outright forgiveness of what he was saying. So, it's not like he's completely forgiven. But still yet a very important day in the Czech culture. Yesterday, St. Cyril and St. Methodius in the Moravian kingdom. And today for Jan Hus at St. Charles University in Prague in the Bohemian kingdom. Two important state national holidays. So things will be pretty much closed up today. I think maybe we'll take a walk up into the woods nearby here. And the rumor has it that there is a nude swimming area up there. I think I'm going to go explore that a little bit later today after breakfast, after a velké snídaně, big breakfast. Okay. Good morning, Molly Pesh. Did you drink enough water last night? Víc voda? Did you have enough water? Ano. Mám žížen? Mm-hmm. And what did you bring me this morning? Oh, you brought me spray na nohy. You want me to spray my stinky feet? Okay. I will do that so I don't get the foot fungus and the foot stink. Thank you very much. You're a cutie. Ciao, ciao, Dobby Pesh. Now the Tour de France is on television. I want to get back out there on my bike. I don't like just sitting around. Mali, kakovi, kuličky, ne, kakovi wounds. They're little chocolate balls. I don't care if they rename the package. Okay. Štěží banán, kofala, studený mléko. Double hooch. Oh, look at this big mollusk. Look at this big mushroom mollusk growing on the tree here. That thing's pretty big. Look at the size of my foot. Japoma, škola. Means slow down. You're getting into a school zone. You're getting up to the top of the hill. Up the big tower block. Kind of Lobidomu section here, and there will be school. So we're taking a little hike this morning, and we're going to go up to the Růženin Lom Quarry, which is the Rose Quarry, Snaking Rose Quarry, which is a local little swimming hole. And here is our local school. Základní škola, it means first school. Masarova, the Masarova area. In Brno Lisen. And they got a little coat of arms, shows you mashing down the grapes there because we're close to Vinorati. And here you see the Czech coat of arms. It's 4 arms, 4 symbols rather. And that stands for Moravia, Slesnia, Bohemia, and originally at one time it stood for Slovakia, but then they just repeated the one over there as Slovakia has become its own country, so they've now really it's just 3 with 1 repeated. Here we are at the top of the hill. We are in the little neighborhood here, and they got nice hospoda with the real Budweiser sign, Budvar, Budweiser. And here they got a little store right here, which is this is where you would get your drugstore items, your shampoos, your soaps, your deodorants, foot spray, over-the-counter medicines. So drugstores, they don't sell that in the grocery stores. Here's a cool little ice cream shop right here. Oh, which is open, but not hot enough yet to get ice cream. Havana, Kukurana, Zimmerzlina, Pravatelski reception. We'll get a little ice cream later. Oh, I never knew this. I don't remember this. Maybe this was here. They got a bike shop, Bike Max. I'll keep that in mind next time. Bike shop. And somewhere is Albert's. So we got the ultimate gym. We got a gym here. So this is like a cool little mall here. Got a burger restaurant here, and then they got the best restaurant there, one of my favorites here, which is the Havana Cuban restaurant. So back when they were under the communist rule, they had a ability that you could actually move between countries. So there is a huge influx of both Vietnamese and Cuban people. More Vietnamese people moved here to Brno, but there are some Cuban people who moved here and opened up some restaurants and shops, and they have them here. So right around the corner over here is Albert's supermarket, and it always cracks me up because in California we have Albertsons, so the son of Albert, and I always like to think that his Tachka, Albert, is still here in the Czech Republic managing his grocery store, Albert's. And as I was mentioning on the quarry, there's a little swimming hole there, and it is tradition, as in a lot of parts of Europe, when you go swimming, swimsuits are optional, so it's kind of like a nude beach, but nobody gets too bent out of shape about it there. It's just a normal, natural thing. You just treat it as normal nature. But it is pretty cool. Okay, I got a big set of stairs here to climb to get up to the next neighborhood. 4 flights of stairs here to climb the hill. This would be really fun during the winter time. The kids would be sledding down the hill, getting our steps in here. Some good post big bike tour exercise, get those legs going again. All right, we'll check in as we get closer to the quarry. Now we've walked for a good 2.5 kilometers. We're at the top of the hill, and at the top of the hill is just another huge section of Penelope. So yeah, when they build housing, and when they built all the housing, late 70s, early 80s here, I mean, they literally built miles and miles and miles of these blocks of homes. And this is a great vantage point here on the hill. All directions you turn, north, south, east, west, you just see the housing. Now these ones off here to the south, these are really tall. Those are 20-some story buildings. The units back in the area where Moravia family is, they're a little bit smaller. Those buildings are 4, 5, 6 stories max. So, but these are huge, these complexes. So, got a little area. And what I like is just this right here, little bike path. So you can ride your bike. I don't know if you hear that in the background. That's the Shalina. That's the electric train. So as they expanded the city, they expanded the electric train line. Now the show. Okay, we're at the top of the hill here. We're outside the potraviny. Inapu potraviny. We got a little graffiti here. I think this is funny. Bil sem tari. I was here. Pepe was here. Pepe was here, and so was Danny Slant. And unfortunately, the potraviny is closed today for the national holiday. Mam Zizhin. Kadi voda. I'm thirsty, I want some water, but I'm screwed. No water till we get to the Lom, to the quarry. I'll be drinking the quarry water. Okay, onward. We have the real culture center here. This is the old culture center. So back during the communist time, every neighborhood association had a place where you would go. Their culture center where you would meet and talk and have events. I notice now they've got it open still. They're doing Pilates. They got a retro rock party here, right? Virginia Delgado. So they're still using it. But that was the center that they had. Havani Vishtup, Klubovna. Now here, this part of every time when I walk around Brno, this reminds me of Chicago because every hospoda that they have has sign for beer, and the local beer, like in Chicago, is old style. Here there's literally a pub in every little neighborhood community, and they proudly support their local beer. In that case, that is Staro Brno, which means old Brno beer, which they started brewing here in 1872. So they have that, and this is actually a pivovar. This really is a pivovar. When I first came to the Czech Republic, I thought pivovar meant bar. But pivovar actually means brewery, so it's a little brew pub. And this place here is Matansky Pivovar Police. And this actually is a little brew pub. It's a little early. But this is a Lisensky Pivovar, a little brewery neighborhood up here. And here we have another potraviny. And Vitmi Vas means welcome. Napoi cigarette means we have cigarettes. Kutrovinki, they got sugars. Ovetsky, vegetables. Zelenina. Halki Krivima, I don't know that one. Drugri, they got some drugstore items. So it's like just a little groceries, your little neighborhood stores, your corner stores, your little bodegas. All right, we just got our water and our yabaka juice, apple juice, for our hike up to the quarry. Moya is in there shopping for more good stuff. She doesn't want to be on camera. She says, I'm not going to be on camera until you get 1 million subscribers. So remember, if you like my content, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and please subscribe. Once we get to 1 million subscribers, we can put my Hiska Jena, my beautiful wife, on the camera. But she says, no, I don't want to be on this thing. You're just fooling around with your camera. Let's get her on there. Come on. Do me a solid. Let's get some subscribers. This is the hours. So, Pondele, Monday, Utare, Tuesday, Strada, Wednesday, Skritek, Thursday. So that's fourth day, right? Patek, Friday, Sobota, Saturday, and Nedele, Sunday. Right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Svatki, Saint. No, I'm not sure about that. Saints Day, special days, holidays, I'm not sure about that. And if you notice the proprietor of the store is Nguyen Bi Huang. So that's a Vietnamese guy. So some Vietnamese guy who decided, yeah, he was allowed to switch countries. Under the communist agreement, you were allowed to freely move between countries if you wanted. Immigration between fellow communist bloc states was very easy to do. And these guys took the life here. They understood a life here, and in Soviet-controlled communist country was a heck of a lot easier than being in Vietnamese, where you might spend the rest of your life being a farmer in a rice paddy. Right? Much easier to move here and start a life in a business running a grocery store. So that's sort of the history and why you have an influx of Vietnamese people and Cuban people in the city of Brno. Extremely small percentage though, as an overall whole of the population. 99.8% of the population of Moravia are Moravian people. Oh, here we got the original bubble waffle. We got Jamirska ice cream. Bubble waffle. Mám rád. Dobrý den. Dobrý den. Now, if I had to guess, I would have to say Poliklinika. What is Poliklinika? MC Brno Lisen Poliklinika. What is Poliklinika? Oh, it's like a little clinic. It's a hospital clinic, so if you get hurt, so we are in the Poliklinika Hornicova, MC, medical clinic. That's what it stands for. Okay. See? Little tips, little clues. I just asked random stranger who's walking behind me. Now the temperature's got to be about 75 degrees here. I'm in shorts. Somebody's trying to play the director. She's trying to call cut. You're not the director. Yasam Damien Chazelle. You are not Damien Chazelle. I am the big director. I am the Academy Award winner. Danny Slant, YouTube channel extraordinaire. And what do we have here up on the right? Ice cream in the back. Pivo in the front. Another hushboda. So when you see cities like Chicago that had the same thing, at least back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, where you had your neighborhood, that's exactly what you have here. Svijani, Pivovar, 1564, so that brewery is there. Got a brew pub here. They start opening at 10 in the morning. Coffee shop, brewery, ice cream, everything you need for the family. All right, we gotta head off. Looks like I'm going the wrong way. I'm going under the tunnel. All right, let's head the right direction. We gotta go toward the woods. Now we are at the very top of the hill. So we are at the top of the hill. We're crossing the busy freeway, so let me hustle across here. But this is Hornicova, still in Lisen, but just look at all the buildings that I was talking about. See, that's the complex of the Penelok. You can see off in the distance there, all that we walked through, just literally dozens and dozens and dozens of high-rise apartment buildings. Now we are on the little turnoff here. And Kynologický Club. Kynologický is the dog club. Kynologický means that's the training. And I think I think that's like chomping of the teeth means you teach them. That means you're teaching the dogs to be attack dogs, not like training dogs. And it says Zetor Brno, so most likely that's dog training for the Zetor factory. Zetor is the tractor factory that started after World War II. So when they had the post-communist thing, they had to have a place to make tractors. The Zetor was the place making all the tractors. Zetor tractors still exist to today. What the dog training will do is train it so nobody breaks into the plant. Zetor tractor was actually started from Zbrojovka, which is the gun manufacturing. They are the same company. Kynologický Club, Brno Zedenice. So teaching the dogs. So you see the trainer with the dog. He had the foam thing on his arm, and they're training the dog to attack and bite the arm. So even though let's see the dog, see how he's lunged on the arm? He barks. He lets the bad guy know. And here's the thing. Okay. So he's got the dogs chomping on the arm. So So they teach the dog to bark, and then upon command to attack. Now, they teach the dogs, and this is in theory they're supposed to do it. They're supposed to grab the assailant by the arm or by the leg and then clamp down with their jaws and hold them until the owners and the police can come and get them. But sometimes these dogs get really angry and they will just keep repeatedly biting. But they did train them, and now they simulated the bad guy hitting him, because that's what the bad guys will do. They'll hit them with sticks and rocks and shoot them and everything else. So it's trying to get the dog used to that. In case the dog does it, he's supposed to not break his hold. But generally speaking, yeah. If you're a bad guy and you break into some place and there's a dog, yeah, you are gonna be in a world of dog bite pain there. So yeah, when you hear those dogs a barking, unless you want to get bit, you probably may want to just surrender yourself there. Anyhow, so that's the training. Those are the dog training, and that's the Zetor dog training. They're training the people. Then they will become the dog trainers. I mean, rather the dog owners, security for the industrial sites here, so that they're nice and safe and nobody breaks in and steals any of their stuff. That was pretty cool. We got an impromptu Dobie. Oh, see her? The lady said, "Yeah, calm down." She said she thought I was the doggy escaped out of the training club. I'm not a attack dog. I'm just a little lap dog. Right outside to the little secret entrance to the Růženin Lom Quarry, somebody 15-20 years ago built a little baseball field there. It was baseball and softball. They did organize some teams, but I guess the people of Brno weren't that interested. They kind of let all the grass grow, and the trees have grown over here. Those trees look like at least a decade, bushes and trees. But yeah, they had a little baseball here. So, and now we gotta cut through the fence because technically, I think this is private property, at least private government. Mm-hmm. You can see over there, the back where they cut the rocks. So the quarry here, we're gonna sneak through. Last time I was here, they only had one bar knocked down. Now somebody knocked down a couple extra, so my big fat ass can get through there. Okay, Sakash Kopani, Roj de la Veni, Ohu, Venezia Su. So no swimming, no fires, no pooping. Okay, we sneak through. That was pretty easy. I got through. In my Mali Brisco, Dobrý den. And now we wake our way quietly. Be very, very quiet. We're going to the quarry. Okay, so this is beautiful. But you can see where they cut through these rocks. And you can see some of the water here. This is a little runoff here from the quarry water, but once we get to the edge there on the precipice, it will just drop down 15-20 feet. But because people do like to treat this as a nudist colony, and I really don't feel like spending hours of time trying to figure out my editing package on how to blur things, I'm going to turn the camera off here, and we'll walk the last 150 to 200 meters here up to the water's edge, and then I'll put the camera back on. And that way we'll protect everybody's confidentiality And my editing, yeah, I can already see Mali Pradeda Chekpataki over there. The guy's got his bird out, so does his wife. Okay, now we are entering the Chistarakosim, which basically is the reeds, the water reeded area through the area. Now, interesting noting that the older generation of people sometimes referred to the Vietnamese immigrants who came here as the Rakosim, meaning they come from the rice paddies. So they call those people that. And I also learned when I told the Vietnamese grocery store owner, when I said chow chow as a way to say goodbye, that probably wasn't the most formal thing, rather was a little too informal, and that might have been indicating the fact that I'm kind of thinking he's not deserving of being treated with a better greeting. But I only said it because that's the limited check that I have, so I should have said goodbye in a nicer way. I didn't want to treat him saying like bye bye little boy, like he's a boy, not deserving of a proper goodbye. But I think those formalities in the Czech language are, with the younger generation, especially with the ones who go to school now, they get to pick an additional language where they have to learn, so most of them pick English. So it's not such a major faux pas. The guy didn't seem to get upset, but just something to keep in mind as even I am learning more about the nation. Okay, now you can see the reeds, you see the water of the stream right here. And that's the, oh, yeah. Okay, so we got Students Obecny. Oh, look at this. We got that's Kachena. Here he comes. Wham, wham, wham. Wham. Catch him and we will have dinner. Okay. Skoden Hanedi, that's frog. Skanech Obenetsi, that's the deer, right? Oh, there's his brother. Chastravodny, that's the bird, right? Kachna Divoka, that's that, Kachna Divoka. Now there's three, oh, now they hear us talking. They got three ducks. Jedna, dva, three. What I'm worried about is Prase Divoke. Prase Divoke is the wild boar. They have wild boars over here. Yeah, Prase Divoke, that's wild boar. And I'm also worried about Lishka Obecna, that's the wolf. The fox. He's the fox. I'm worried about the fox. I'm worried more about the boar. I've never seen a boars out here before. I'm worried about the flies too. I got flies biting my ankles. There we go. They're all coming out of the reeds. That's their little home. 4 of them. Now the one with the green, that's the mallard, and the other one. So the males are the I believe are the non-colorful ones, and the females are the colorful. I might have that inversed. Okay, let's make our way down the trail. So, as they say, when in Moravia, do as the Moravians do. I'm in my Malik Kalhoti Ovechki, my little fruit underwears I bought yesterday at Lidl. And now I'm gonna go into the quarry. Oh, that water is really cold. Super cold and it's rocky here. And We're heading out up here. You can see a little bit of some kind of steel piling they put down into here with a pulley. So that was to bring the slag, big heavy rocks up. After they cut them down, they bring them up with the pulley system there on the cables, bring up the several ton of the rocks, which they could then use for buildings, etc. Now I know they said no fires here, right? But look at the size of this fire pit. Big fire. So I know this could be a big party spot at night. Get all the people hanging out here, jumping around, howling at the moon like a bunch of Moravian pagans.
Why you didn't show them your ptaczek?
I know they were all waiting for it. Yes, the naturalists, the Moravian nudists there at the quarry, they were all kind of buzzing around me there when I was getting ready to go into the water. I'm sorry, but you're not going to see my Mali ptaczek. No little bird for you to see. I know they wanted to. They like to enjoy nature. They like to enjoy their nakedness. They want to see you naked. But no, I am too reserved. I am too shy, and I want to adhere to the family-friendly guidelines of the YouTube community. I don't want to be banished, so we're not making those kind of videos. Okay, so off we go. Gotta sneak our way back out to the gate here, back to the road. And now we make our way back into Lisen. All right, we finished the hike. We're down at the bottom of the hill, and now we're gonna pick out some lunch selection. Okay, we just returned from Billa with our lunch and our dinner score. We got tomatoes, raicha, rolik, that's the rolls. These are super cheap. These are like 3 crowns each. You get like 7 or 8 for $1. My wife wants the dark ones, which are 10 times the price. We got enough kofola to choke a horse here. Original, Sheshen, cherry, citronovi, lemon. I wanted a 0 sugar Pepsi. I get tired of the kofola. Magnesium water for me so my ankles stop swelling up. They swell up a little bit from bike riding still. Some polivka, that's soup, goulash soup. I don't know what camping salat is, but it sounded cool to me, camping salat. Moy's gonna pick this one out, some kind of salat, I don't know. Chips, Bohemia chips. That's brambroki, spij. That's the spear, the spit, so like a kebab spit with the different vegetable tastes. And sear, sour cream and onion. Some kind of salad, I can't tell what it is, I can't read, it's too small. Sear, more cheese. I picked up some meat, deli meat for sandwiches there. Some extra wurst, some German deli meat, and then some pivni salam. That's salami, beer salami. Some more cheese my wife wanted, and I wanted chocolate pudding. Pudding govi dessert, chocoladovi, chocolate desserts, even though I've got plenty of Zimmerslane ice cream. All right, we're eating good in the hood here. Nice little hike. Just gonna eat it and then take it easy. Watch some football and some updates from the Tour de France. Dobry chuť.